Right. You see, I think the ceasefire continues. Hormuz may seem like something central, but it is the mood at the Hormuz or the behavior of the two warring parties actually indicates that they are trying to build up the leverage. Hormuz is one factor which allows Iran to build its leverage against the United States. But the main issues are multiple. They remain the same. I mean, when the talks broke off at Islamabad, the first and only time they had a face-to-face meeting, United States and Iran, J.D. Vance said that the sticky point was the nuclear issue. That remains so. Hormuz, of course, is one of the issues, but it's not something which is not solvable. Uh, it just the temperature going up just reflects the overall condition of tension and anxiety and mistrust and anger between the two parties in conflict. Well, let's be kind of neutral uh, and look at the situation. Now, every side, both sides want to increase their leverage in talking to the other. Now, Iran initially blockaded the Hormuz, right? And the strategy was that's going to force Trump and force the world to put pressure on Trump to cease hostilities. Now, similarly, the United States is trying to build up its own leverage by doing a counter blockade and saying, all right, if you're going to blackmail me this way, I'm going to blackmail you another way, which is making it difficult for you to pass through or benefit economically from the strait. This is simply the strategy. Now, of course, I've seen people say that this is an act of war. This is what I would call tactics. The war is already there. It's not finished. What we have is ceasefire in main hostilities, but the war is still continuing. So this is tactics. This is American tactics to counter Iran. And each side would cook up some idea to impress the other. This is exactly what happens in war. There's divide on both sides in the United States and in Iran. And the thing is that IRGC is controlling the military uh, operations, definitely on the Hormuz, but on land as well. The point is that there is a division, clear division. I mean, there is the Iranian president, but also the speaker, Mr. Ghalibaf, also the foreign minister, Mr. Arachi, who believe that there should be a dialogue. Others are saying that we shouldn't come out looking weak. We have actually won a battle. We have actually managed to push back the United States. Of course, one can debate it. One can, but from the Iranian visual, this definitely looks like a victory. So what they want to do is maximize and not uh, kind of get pushed back. I mean, there's critical issues on which Iran would think very hard before kind of giving in or surrendering. I mean, for example, in the nuclear issue, do they give up their entire enriched uranium? Um, is it going to be a moratorium for 20 years or forever or for 5 years? Who's going to control? I mean, these are all very sensitive issues on which, uh, yeah, there will be a division. I mean, even in a normal country, there would be a division between the hardliners and the doves. This is Iran, which has faced all this bombing, which has, um, been bombed so heavily, and has survived this bombing. The regime has survived the bombing. So naturally, they're thinking of fighting back, not giving in easily. I would say let's not get into these kind of things. Is it going to be next 3 days, next week? When the talks started, I don't know why, especially in Pakistan, there was all this excitement about there is a deal on the table. These are very complex, long drawn issues. They're not going to happen in a week. We're not going to see a deal in a week, not even in 10 weeks. I think the important thing is the fire, the bombing to stop, and a constant dialogue to begin. That is what one can hope for. Will it start in 2, 3 weeks? Right, there's a lot of mistrust between Iran and the United States. And remember, I think it's important for us to remember that anyone who tries to play a role of more than a facilitator is equally going to get caught in this crossfire. So, it's better to leave the two parties to figure out and trust me, there are many ways through which they can interact with each other and reach out and exchange messages or send envoys to talk. I think Trump is not betting on that. He's trying to use a language which doesn't make him appear weak and defeated. I think it's not about Iran, it's about the United States. Why did you ever think that Pakistan had leverage? Pakistan didn't have leverage either with Iran or the United States to start with. The talks happened because the United States wanted to talk and Iran wanted to talk as well. We facilitated, we had good relations with both, which we could use. But to think in terms of leverage, and also remember, Pakistan, you know, uh, projects itself as a neutral party, but there's a question mark to that as well. We have agreement with Saudi Arabia, which is opposed to Iran. We have friendlier relations with the United States. We are part of the Western security alignment or security framework. So that doesn't necessarily make us neutral. And therefore, I don't think that Iran is eager to quickly jump on anything coming from Pakistan or its key muscle. The only thing is, we did a job of helping them establish the first conversation. They didn't return from Islamabad feeling good about the American delegation or what came out of the talk. And that's about it.